Hello, Dangerlings. Welcome. I'm going to just do a little rap for you. So, I wrote it. No biggie. Wrote it myself. So, here we go. Yeah. Ross is cool. He's so cool. He's a man. He's so cool. The other guys, James, Drum, Colin, Scott, and Dan, they're all old as can be. They walk around with a stick, a walking stick. They are so old. Can't believe they're going cold. Do you know who's not old? It's not Ross. He's as young as the boss of the Danger Club, yo. So, if you want to pick that up, you can get it on iTunes, Spotify. Proceeds go to me. Bye.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
And the things in it are flattened and stomped.
It could be a giant footprint or something.
So we should go back and follow the main set of tracks?
Yeah, on the road.
There is a lodge a little way ahead. It's called the Sugar Lodge.
We need to be very careful now, okay?
Should we disguise? Ourselves? I'm Johnny Longnose.
I am Foxman.
Colton Snackletooth.
The three mandrill creatures consider your answer and then let out a blood-curdling scream and run at you.
The adventure continues now.
Beautiful. We're rolling.
Oh, we are back together and not together. We're back on fucking Zoom, and I'll tell you why. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast. The most organised I think we have been in so long about getting together for a record, because I've been working regularly with both James and Drum for the last week, and we've had records for Danger Files, so we've had check-ins for that, and I've seen Drum. I've seen you every day for the last week, and every day I've been like, when am I seeing next, Drum? And you're like, 10 a.m. at Collins onwards.
That's right, Wednesday.
And we're just like, this is going to be sick. We're going to be so on it. We're going to be in the same room, have a couple of beers, have some of Andrea's biscuit tea. It's going to be fabulous. And Fee's got COVID. My wife has COVID.
No.
So I am now living in the studio. I don't have it currently, but I'm just hiding. I'm living between the bedroom and the office. The office is just like a bomb site. Just trying not to get the COVID, but we thought it's probably not sensible to sit in the same room together.
Nah, probably not. The rule is, Dan, if you do get it, you need to do a COVID fever song as an intro. Yeah, that's the rule now. Whoever has COVID has to do a feverish song as an intro.
What, you give him a fever? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You give him a COVID.
Yeah,
I'll go poke a mic through the living room door and tell Fee she has to sing for us.
yeah.
Don't do that, Dan.
It was quite sweet. Thank you, Dangerlings, who reached out on the Discord after I put that intro up. I was deep in the throngs of COVID a few weeks ago, and I recorded an intro song, and and I was literally, I didn't know what it was a bit weird, man. It was a bit, I listened back to it and I was like, oh my god, a few weeks later, when the episode came out. But yeah, thank you, Dangerlings, who reached out saying, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
we heard what you sang, and we're worried for your sanity and your health. What's going on, man?
Yeah, that's definitely the feedback you want after a song, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
You're all right, mate. You're okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
I feel like someone should have done that with Kurt Cobain. They should have been like, are you okay? You know.
Yeah.
Well, if only there'd been more checking in, he'd still be with us.
I mean, he wrote a song called "I Hate Myself and Want to Die," so
At some point, you've got to ask him how he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what? But we're nearly 3 years into this fucking thing, and I was like, I assumed I'd be better prepared for a case in the house.
Oh, you mean COVID, not the podcast?
Yeah, no,
I was thinking of podcast as well. I was like, you better be better prepared.
I've long since given up being prepared for this fucking thing.
Yeah.
No, I was I was just like, okay, there should be some kind of a system in it. And then Fee got sick, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. How do I not do I leave the house? Do I stay? Do I cancel stuff?
It's because it keeps changing, Dan. Do not blame yourself. The people that tell us what to do don't know what to do, and so we just have to do it off the cuff, man. That's how we live now, forever.
It's gone from deadly threat to just, really, really annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I've just, because we've just, at time of recording, it's just after Halloween, so we've just finished a massive run of shows, apart from James, who's still got a few dates left to do. Sorry, James. I'm exhausted, and I was just like, I'm going to have a bath, I'm just going to relax. Can't have a bath, Drummond. You know what's in my bath? COVID is in the bath. It's a bath full of COVID. He's got that bathroom. Can't go in it. I'm stuck in this little room.
It sounds like you're gonna have to write a blues song, mate.
Yeah.
I'll get him a bath.
COVID in the bath.
It sounds like a really weird stand-up routine as well, isn't it? I went into my bathroom the other day, COVID in there. Yep. Went into my kitchen, COVID in there. COVID in the car, COVID in my pockets, COVID everywhere.
You know what else I realised is by deciding not to record in person today, it means that I'm now making weird value judgments on different humans. So I'm now that I've been like, well, I can't sit in a room with the guys because I might give, what if I'm contagious and I give one of them COVID? But I'm still okay to go out of the house. So now I'm just like, well, I need to go to the shops because I do need to get some milk. And I'm like, well, does that mean that I'm valuing the life of the employees of Sainsbury's lower than the life of Colin? Yeah. And I'm like, if I'm honest, yes. I really love Colin.
Also, he's got plexiglass, right? He's got plexiglass.
Yeah.
Everyone's got plexiglass.
That's why I can hang out with Colin, because Colin's got plexiglass around him.
No, the guy in the shop. The guy in the shop.
I'm the bubble boy.
Oh my god! I tell you what, you get some proper weird looks when you go in the pharmacy and you buy a double pack of COVID tests and a pack of paracetamol and you're wearing a mask. Everyone's like, all right, Typhoid Mary.
What are you doing?
Oh boy. Not that I want to sort of change the subject from disease. But weirdly, I was the second person on today. That never happens, by the way. I mean, people probably know that, really, but yeah, I was super just
onto the call. Right? You mean, yeah?
Onto the call, yeah. I was there at 10:05. Dan was obviously already there, and we had a bit of a chat and stuff, and then I said to him, I just got to go and get something. And what I didn't tell him was that the thing I had to get was underwear, because I'd been wearing my underwear for 3 days and hadn't changed it. And it sort of occurred to me. What the fuck? It occurred to me while I was in the other room. I was like, why didn't I say I'm just going to go change my underwear? But I didn't want to say that,
So now you said it in front of all of our dangerlings.
Yeah, well, it feels
to the world,
in front of everyone,
To the world.
And the thing is, because I'm not promoting not changing your underwear. It was awful. That was why I changed it. So what I was kind of thinking is that this is a bit like, like the end of He-Man or the Mr. T cartoon where they go, hey kids, we've had a lot of fun talking about not changing your underwear on this episode, but you do have to change your underwear. I mean, Orca doesn't even wear underwear. I don't know why. We did anyway. But that was what I wanted to say was just make sure you change your underwear, guys. That's my important.
What's the limit? Is it 3 days?
Well, no, the
1
thing
day?
Is, I mean, when I'm working, I quite often wear 2-3 pairs of underwear in one day. I change it when I do some work, then I change it on the way home, and
just on the train in front of everyone.
Sorry guys, I'm feeling a little bit crotchy. I'm gonna have to woo.
Just on the district line, on the tube. Just imagine.
This is my underwear district.
And
I have to.
Do you remember The View? In one of those indie landfill bands.
Same jeans on for 4 days now.
Yeah. And it's like, it's catchy stuff. And then you think about it, it's like, that's kind of a normal period of wear for a pair of jeans. That's same jeans on for 4 days. That's very much, the fact that that's weird is like, okay, your mum still does your laundry for you then.
Yeah, right, yeah. I was thinking about that song the other day, actually, Dan. Yeah, that's weird.
It's a lovely tune. I
Yeah.
like that. I've loved digging a bit of that out.
Yeah, that's one of the bands, isn't it?
If
One
it's-
of the mid.
A lot of the bands.
The bands.
The bands.
The band.
Do you know, I saw Johnny Borrell was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And he
Still
is
going.
off the grid, apparently. So he doesn't. Well, he's got like a mobile phone, but it's like it's like one of the old school, like you can't get internet on it and stuff. Green screen type things. And
yes.
and
Whatever it
you
was.
you can tell because he looked baffled by everything that happened. Everything that happened, he was like, "Wow, this is crazy. What are you talking about?" Because like. Jamali Malik was talking about, smoking spice at a strip club or something, and Johnny Borrell just looked so out of his depth, man. It's like, you used to be rock and roll, man. Like,
Johnny Burrell from Razorlight.
yeah, from Razorlight, that's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Their first
Anyway,
album was great, wasn't it, man?
First album was great. Second album had some stuff on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, tweet us, Johnny.
Tweet
but
us,
you
Johnny
can't.
Borrell, yeah.
You can't because you're off the grid, man. So you'll never hear this.
Yeah,
You can text us.
You'll never tweet us, Johnny Burrell.
If there's anything more kind of like 2000 celebrity, isn't it? It's living off the grid for 10 years and then you come back to civilization and the first thing you do is go on a panel show.
Yeah, right.
Just like,
Interesting fact about Johnny Burrell. He used to go on stage wearing all white, and everyone used to go, "Oh my god, Johnny Burrell, what a wanker!" And then the reason why he dressed all in white came out, and it was because Johnny Cash used to only go on stage all in black, and then Johnny Burrell used to go on stage only wearing white, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, actually." so yeah, there we go.
because he's the opposite of Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Because Johnny Cash is like sort of Satan, in a way, and Johnny Burrell, he wanted to be the light, didn't he? He wanted to be the sharpest light he could be. He wanted to be the angel of rock,
The razor light.
So he went off
So he went off
with a Nokia.
He kept having to change his clothes because that girl with the golden touch kept touching him and changing, couldn't keep up.
You got
There we
gold
go,
all
let's
over me
get-
again. Sorry.
Oh, bloody fingerprints.
Bloody fingers.
Dirty fingers. I know a girl with dirty fingers. Ooh.
It's time to play the game, isn't it? It's time to play the
It
game.
is,
to
yeah,
play the
it's time.
game.
Yeah, well done,
Right.
everyone. That was around 10 minutes, and
Dangerling.
everyone decided to do something. That's good.
Great.
I didn't even have to signal you.
Let's tell a story. Let's jump back in with the Danger Club. So the club are on the trail of the people who have stolen Karagor One Fang away from you in an attempt to try and track them down.
Bastards.
You did some real good sleuthing back at the crime scene. You investigated. You found a few things. You found a Karagor shard in his bag down in the well with the symbol. I love that bit. There was a symbol. Shania, you find a symbol carved by Karagor that only you would understand on a well. And Shania's reaction was, "He's dead. I'm leaving." Left Velda and Bubba to be like, should we maybe look in the well?
Should we have a look at this?
Maybe what is. You went off to the woods. Fulton watched Shania really strangely for a little bit. You found these weird crushed areas where it looked like sort of sections of the forest had been flattened down, little circles in sort of irregular intervals, like something that's flattened this everything down.
Did we try and cross a river that we didn't
You
need
did.
to
You
cross?
found a river.
You tried to cross a river. And
Yeah.
you did cross
I
it.
did. No, I did. I did.
Yeah.
I used all kinds of magic to do it. In fact.
You did.
did.
So do make sure that you cross off both water
I used
breathing and
water
walk
work
on water.
and water breathing. Yes, I remember now. Yeah.
You used both of those. Then you were going to murder some crocodiles.
Thought about it.
for the funs of it. Thought about it. Remembered your oath. Decided not to. Went back to the road.
Or was reminded of your oath.
Who reminded me of the oath? No one reminded me.
Daniel.
The Jiminy Cricket. So you went back to the road and you walked along. You carried along. You figured out that two people went off through the woods, following these weird, or along the same lines as these weird flattened down things. But everyone else went along the road. So you followed the road for a little while, and you've come upon a riverside tavern and a roadside tavern called the Sugar Lodge. And you put on some very cunning disguises because you didn't want to be recognised when you went in there. So you disguised yourselves as a bat, as a long-nosed humanoid non-Tengu, as a dwarf with a side parting the other side to where it is, and as the inimitable Foxman.
Foxman.
And this is a side parting in a mohawk, right? Is that how it works?
Well, yeah, but like he's definitely like after all the stuff we've been through, he's probably lost his mohawk. Like, yeah, because obviously the thing that was keeping it like up was pocket meat juice, some shoe cheese and dirt.
I see.
And crap.
So your food is also your hair product.
Yeah.
Right.
Try it, guys. Try it. Shoe cheese, hair gel.
You did actually say I re-listened to the Spa Lords episode, and you did actually say when he came out of the spa, he's got a side parting now instead of the mohawk.
Oh,
so he's just parted it the other way. But it's such a tall mohawk. If it's like side part, it must be like the biggest emo fringe ever.
yeah.
Down one side. So you parted it the other way. You all walked into the pub. You found everyone in the pub was dead. The place had been smashed up, and there were these 3 terrifying ape monsters, or are mandrills apes, or are they monkeys? Drum, you're our primate expert.
I'm going to say that they are mapes.
They're mapes.
Mapes.
Yeah. Definitely
right.
mapes.
Mapes.
They got big blue faces. They've got... they're holding tridents, they're wearing rags, and they were in the process of basically eating the dead, cracking their bones and drinking the marrow from it. So you tried to have a negotiate with them. You opened up negotiations, had a chat, and then they screamed blood-curdling cries and ran at you, at which point you rolled much better than them in initiative and pummeled them with lightning bolts before they got close to you. They've now hit you, and we're in the middle of the fight. Little reminder on who's doing what. Bubba and Fulton are both bleeding at the moment from these bloodthirsty apes, and they have licked the blood from the weapons, and so 2 of them are now raging because of it. They're crazy rage things, and one of them's been hit with an enerverate. They've taken a bit of damage, you've taken a bit of damage, and I think we're about ready to jump back into this thing. Any questions, gentlemen, before we engage in
Whose go is it?
Whose go it is? It's yours, Drummond.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
Sweet like chocolate. Okay, so I'm still up on the top. Right?
So yeah, you're up on a rafter. You change back into yourself, and you're kind of just hanging up in the rafters of the building.
Okay, I'm hanging in the rafters, doing my magics and ting. Where are they in the room? Like who's close to what? Who's attacking what?
They are. They're directly below you. You've got one. 2 of them are fighting Fulton. 1 of them is fighting Bubba, and Velda is kind of behind them in the doorway. He's backed away from everything.
Okay. So if I did say sudden bolt, I would get them, would I?
You can do a sudden bolt on one. I think a sudden bolt is a single target attack. So yeah, you'd put one of them, creature, and then one creature, and then you can just bam, sudden lightning bolt on them.
Well, I guess that's probably the best thing to do right now.
Okay.
So, can I aim for, I don't know, the one that looks the least hurt?
The one that looks the least hurt? Very well. Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Is it, remind me, sudden bolt, do they make a save, or do you roll?
Yeah, they throw a basic reflex save. Basic reflex.
Reflex, I can tell you that is a 24.
A 24, it's not going to beat my 26, so...
full damage, then.
Full damage, yes, indeed. And that is...
pronounced Dimaggio.
Oh, sorry, full Dimaggio. I apologise. It's been a while since I played. All right, so got 4d12. Here's the first.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. And then
that was an Eminem track, not a D12 track.
Okay.
I messed up there.
It was, wasn't it? Oh.
Damn it.
Okay. So
Purple Hills go. Purple Hills.
That's the same song I was singing.
Is it?
Yeah, we've messed it up now.
Sorry. I've now lost count of what I was doing. Oh, yeah.
I've been to Mushroom Mountain once or twice when who's counting, but nothing compares to these blue.
I can't count up the points when you're all singing Eminem songs. It's very distracting.
Feeling so cold, doesn't have to make an edit.
That was actually a D12 song drum. So
yeah, all right, yeah. So anyway,
it's relevant.
It's not an elephant. So that was 23, 32.
32 points of
damage. Yeah.
Crack-a-boom.
Sorry, DiMaggio.
Good. You pull open you just bring a bolt of lightning crashing through the ceiling, and into one of them, and you go.
That was fantastic.
That was a great picture of a mate.
Yeah. Great picture of an electrified mate.
An electrified mate.
And then it carries on going. You got, I believe, you got one action left.
I do have an action left.
Anything with that action?
I'm wondering about bringing Philippe into the fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm going to bring.
I was going to say something else, but you just yes.
I'm going to bring Philippe into the fight because he's outside the door at the moment, isn't he?
He's outside. He's outside the room. So you got to yell for Philippe.
So yeah, can I do like a whistle? I mean, I can't. But like, I'll do Philippe would recognise. I go like, something like that.
You do the Philippe call.
Yeah,
Philippe.
Come join the battle, my friend. Thing.
He flicks his cigarette that he's smoking outside.
Oh man.
Philippe does not respond to your call.
What?
And we take it over to Bubba Von Hoops.
Oh, because my body's so bubblish. That's why you pay. So
first thing you do, start your turn, Bubs.
Yep.
You take some bleed
of course
damage.
I do, yeah.
Go ahead and take 3 points of bleed damage.
Oh my god. Now, Daniel, if I was to move...
It's at the end of your turn, but no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll take it now. Okay. So if I was to move now, would they get an attack of opportunity?
I mean, let's do this dance again, Cole. It depends if they have attack of opportunity.
Yes, well, so I don't know, do I?
You don't know. You haven't. None of you have done a knowledge check on them, so you're not sure.
Oh, good. All right, okay. Let's do for my first action, Daniel. I will do a ace. Hang on. What sort of check? A nature check would it be if I wanted to check in my mind if they have attack of opportunity? Would I be able to find that out somehow?
Yeah, you could do I would take a. They're humanoids, so I think it's probably society. But I would take. I'll take a bardic lore if you want to do that as well.
Right, okay, I'll do one of those and see what happens. All right, it's quite. Yeah, it's not bad. It's 24.
A 24, that is enough to know what they are. Okay, these are Charukar. That's probably right. Charukar are ferocious mandrill-like humanoids. They're infamous for their brutality, and they frighten even their own kin with their obsession with violence.
Wow.
So they live in the central region of the Mwangi Expanse. They were originally focused around Usaru and the big lake there, but they do spread out everywhere. They are incredibly bloodthirsty and dangerous. These guys, I'll tell you one thing about them. What would you like to know about them?
Do they have attack of opportunity?
They absolutely have attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I thought they might do. All right, so okay, that's one little. That's one of my actions. So for my second action, I will use Dimension Door to get the fuck out of their way. Do you know what I mean? It's the first time I've used this spell. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna back out of their way. So I'll go sort of 20 feet out of the door, if that makes sense, so I can still see them. But I'll
give you, because you would know this.
Yeah.
Casting a spell does provoke attack of opportunity.
Oh, does it? Okay, in that case,
unless it's a one-action spell, casting a spell provokes.
Well, in that case, I'll change my action, shall I? I know I'm in the middle of my turn, but can I just can I hold my go just because I've done a knowledge? Is that all right to do that and pass it on to the next person?
You shouldn't normally be able to do it, but yeah, I'll let you.
Appreciate it, just because I had something in my mind. And
I think that's fair to get your head around it. So there you go. Now you take your 3 points of bleed damage and give me a flat check.
Okay. It's a 19.
19. You stop bleeding.
Oh, there we go. Lovely.
Managed to staunch the bleeding.
Nice one.
So cool. I know it's not the end of your turn, but sod it. We're jumping around. Fulton Battlestone.
Just gonna run over and
You're already in melee. You don't need to run anywhere, little legs. You've got two of them immediately next to you.
They're next to me, are they? Good. I will use my whatever the fucking skill is to smash through both of them. It is called it is called swipe.
Swipe.
Yeah, I'll do a swipe at them.
All right, go ahead. Make your swipe attack.
I thought that was called cleave.
It used to be called cleave.
It used to be called cleave, did it?
Now called swipe. I bet there is an ability called cleave.
35.
35 critical hit. Is that against both of them, or do you have to roll separately for each one?
I will read it to myself. Mine self, I will read it. You make a wide arcing swing, make a single melee attack strike, and compare the attack rolls results to the ACs of up to 2 foes, each of whom must be within your melee range. Roll damage only once and apply to each creature.
Fantastic.
And it counts as
there
2
you
attacks.
go.
Cool. So it's the Damaggio is 42.
Oh, spectacular!
Nice.
Yeah.
You cleave one of them clean in half and then bring the axe straight into the one next to it, who screams in pain and tumbles to the side, barely holding it together. It just kind of keeps getting up and falling down again. It's only its pure rage that is keeping it up. Oh my god.
That was two actions.
Yeah.
Are we keeping these guys alive?
That's
No, they can't.
Okay.
They're not going to help us.
So then I use my last action to go for one more attack.
Okay.
Now it says, obviously, with swipe, it counts as 2 attacks for your multiple attack penalty.
Okay.
So I basically...
This is your third attack, so you
Yeah.
get a -10 on this one.
Okie dokie, let's hope I roll a nat G20 or something. I mean, I don't really need to.
No, you're a fighter. You can absolutely still hit with that third attack.
Oh, and I think I may have 25.
25's a hit.
Yay! That is a 29.
Oh god,
Jeez.
you killed the other one as well. Tell me how you kill the two of them.
So yeah, I swipe one of them in half, literally, and his top half lands on his bottom half, and then kind of like Predator 2 with Gary Busey. For some reason, his top half like stays on top of his bottom half until his legs realise that he's actually dead, and they crumple to the floor, and then it just falls off the legs, the top half. God. As I swing the axe round, I swipe it. It goes up in an arc towards its head, and it just cuts through. If anyone's seen, well, no, I won't say it. It cuts through its mouth, and then out the other side, just cutting his top of his head off.
Yeah.
There's a little popular TV show that used that recently, but I won't tell you which.
I know which one.
Cut to the realm inside the axe, where MZ is just finishing revarnishing his new deck after the last run. stands up, admires it, and then just like a carry level of blood just pours over the whole thing.
MZ stands there, rips his shirt off, and stands there with his arms out, letting the blood fall on his face all over his body, and says, "Yes, yes."
The neighbours all look concerned.
Starts rubbing it.
Neighbours in there.
Starts like rubbing it into his. Yeah, he's got bare friends. Like
other people in the act as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everyone who dies, they sort of come through and.
It's the new boneyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh my god.
So there's only one left, right?
There's only one left. That's insane. Well, you take some bleed damage, so take 2 points of bleed damage. So, you know.
Fulton.
Oh.
Yeah, Fulton. It's not all you. Yeah. It's a pretty even exchange there. 2 points. Roll a flat check as well.
Okay.
So just a d20.
Oh, fuck. That's what Path Builder doesn't have, just a normal fucking D20 bit.
Just roll a die.
Oh, God.
Do you want one of us to roll a d20 for you? Oh, no, he's got
What the? No, it's alright. I got a 3.
It's a 3. You keep bleeding.
Yeah, 3. Fuck you.
Which means we have to come around to the man, the myth, the Vulpine legend, Foxman.
Foxman! Well, in an uncanny sort of symbiosis with Shania, I'm going to look at the last one. He's not in combat with me, is he?
No, he's fighting Bubba.
He's fighting Bubba, yeah.
I was going to say I might jump. No, Foxman. I'll let Foxman go, and then because it's not my round after Foxman, is it?
No, it's the monsters going off.
All right, I'll jump in after Foxman.
And with the mighty cry of Foxman strikes, I'm going to cast Sudden Bolt again.
Another Sudden Bolt.
Yeah.
Kaboom! It goes for
basic reflex.
Basic reflex. He does better. That's a 29. It's probably going to be.
Oh, that is enough. Unfortunately,
It's enough for a pass, but not a crit success, is it? So half damage.
Half damage. So let's see how much damage the Sudden Bolt does. It's not a great roll. That would be a 18. So
18 points of damage.
No. So it's halved. So it's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Oh dear. That's not gonna.
That's not going to take him down.
Is this the same guy that took the lightning before, or is this a different guy?
They've all taken a bit of lightning. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anyone in this room.
But is it
who's
the
not
guy I
taken a bit
sudden
of lightning.
bolted?
But yes, this is the guy you sudden bolted.
Okay, so he was in the best shape at the beginning of this anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was. So another Sudden Bolt zaps down, and then I'm going to cast Shield.
Cool.
Raise a shield.
Up your shield in front of you. Bubba, do you want to jump in there with your other 2 actions?
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'm just going to fire some magic missiles at him. I'm going to use my 2 remaining actions. I was going to do something else, but I'm just going to do that. And I've already rolled the damage.
It's fine.
And
actually, I think you can do that. Someone might correct us on this, but I think because magic missile is between 1 and 3 actions, it's only the somatic component that provokes. So you can do the kind of. You can use the other 2. I think you can use the other 2 actions, and then that counts. So you basically use verbal and material. So you shout and throw something, but you don't make a gesture, and it doesn't provoke. Tell me if I'm wrong, Dangerlings, but I think if you do it, I think that works. Roll some. So yes, you can do it. Doesn't provoke. Give us some damage.
Cool. It was 17 points of damage.
17 points. Oh, he's looking pretty battered. He's taking a few hits.
But I'm still standing right in front of him, so this is dangerous.
Still standing right in front of him. It's dangerous, and it is his go.
Oh, what have I done? I should have moved. No, man.
Crazy Rage Monkey. He's already used his Shrieking Frenzy, so he can't use that. But he is raging. So he is going to start by
keeps raging.
Just because I want to use this ability, I'm going to use his opening attack. He uses Throw Debris, and he hoofs a chair. He grabs a chair that's next to him. I thought you were going to say his own poo.
Yeah.
He poops in his hand, rubs it on a chair that's next to him, and then hoofs the chair directly upwards at Shania on the who's on the thing. It's a good roll. It's a 19 on Old Bad Moon, which is going to make that a 34 to hit.
Wow, yeah,
Is
that hits, yeah.
Is that a crit, Drummond? Or is
I don't think
What's
so.
your AC?
Hold on, sorry, let me just double check. I think I was looking at the wrong AC for a second there. Oh, God! Bloody is. My AC's 24.
Oh, that is a critical hit.
Fun stuff.
You're hit with a chair. Hits you
Covered
right
in
between.
poo.
Poopy chair hits you right between the eyes. Oh my! You are not going to believe this.
What?
I rolled 3 ones.
Oh no!
2d8, 1d6.
Poopy stool.
Man, amazing.
So, hey, careful. It is doubled.
Right.
So you plus 8. So that is 11. You take 22 points of damage.
22 points
22
of damage.
points of poopy chair damage.
From oh gosh, man. I mean, that's,
This is a reinforced chair.
yeah,
Like,
wow.
It hits you and it just splinters and you just get full of poopy splinters.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
nice.
God.
Shoot. That's its first action. Second action, it then tries to trident Bubba.
Uh-oh.
-5 to this, so that ain't gonna get him anywhere. It's only a 13.
That's not gonna hit.
Oh gosh, it's not looking good. Final action, it tries to punch Bubba. And that is exactly the same, 13 again. Bubba, you fend off both its attacks.
Bubba's ducking and diving, yeah?
At which point the enervate damage on it kicks in.
Ooh,
Now, Dangerlings,
yeah.
we couldn't remember. We can't remember whether it passed or failed its save last turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll the save now. We know it wasn't a crit pass or a crit fail, so we'll take them off the table. I'm going to make a save roll for him now. Will save against Bubba. Is it will or fortitude for enervate?
Oh, do you know what? I had it right in front of me and then I didn't. So it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Enervate, where are you?
So I'm going to make this straight up roll, and then we're going to take that as being what it is. And
It
that's
is a
the damage it will
fortitude
take.
save.
It's fortitude. Okay, so we'll make a fortitude save for him. It's going to be a pass.
Okay.
So it's a successful fortitude save. So how much damage is that? Then is that 2?
In
2d8?
that case, I've already rolled it. Yeah, it's 2d8 and it's 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage, which does not kill the Mape stays standing thanks to that save. Let's make his flat check. Fails the flat check. The enervate keeps working on him. He keeps withering away as he's throwing chairs and throwing fists.
That would have been so funny if he throws a punch and then just collapses in front of Bubba. Bubba's just ducking, going, "Oh, I didn't do anything."
From hell's heart, I poopy chair at you.
Yeah, nice.
We're going back around, full of splinters, covered in poo. It's Shania Rain.
Oh, God, I tell you what, she's a little bit worried about Philippe.
Yeah.
But there's not much she can do about that right now. So instead, she's going to use a murderous vine to kick the fuck out of him.
Oh, a murderous vine.
Yeah, so, let's see. Creature adjacent to... so I summon a slithering, thorny vibe, attempts to constrict or crush a foe against the nearest wall or other surface. So I make a spell attack against the fortitude. Okay. Spell attack. Does everything the spell attack does. Which is attack with spells.
Tune in next week for an amazing revelation with Drum.
What do I? Oh, yes. Plus, okay. So that is 28.
28 is a hit.
Boom. All right. I'm gonna have to look the spell back up to see what I do.
So it grapples it.
Sorry.
It does some damage, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I believe
think
so.
so.
So on a success, the creature is grabbed and takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage and 2d8 piercing damage at the end of the creature's turn. If it's still grabbed by the vine, it takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Roll the 3d6 bludgeoning to begin with.
Okay. Yep.
And then we'll do the rest on its turn.
It's got to be dead, right? It's got to be dead.
Might not be. Depends if you're rolling like I was rolling.
True.
Well, that is 12 points of damage. There.
12 points of damage. You
Yeah.
had 7 left. That will do, Mr. Mape. The floorboards under it split open and just vines just just rise up from the jungle below, grab a hold of it, and screaming blue ape murder, the ape just collapses to the floor and is dragged to hell through the floorboards by these vines.
I was hoping they might
Hands
squeeze him until his
scrapping.
guts popped out. That was what I was hoping for. But, you know.
You know, all right, and as it's halfway through, its head explodes and its guts sort of pop
Yay!
out. Like party streamers just go everywhere, and the room falls silent, other than the sound of the jungle outside.
Do you know what? Something's just occurred to me that Drum's been using that spell for a long time, and this is actually the only environment in which it makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you've made murderous vines pop out of stone floors, out of This is, and we're actually in the jungle. I was like, oh yeah, actually that makes sense.
As soon as that happens, Bubba says, "What a vine way to go!"
Hey.
And Shania immediately heads outside to see where Philippe is and what's happened to him.
You climb down from the rafters, hop down a thing, and push past Velda in the doorway and come outside. Outside is Philippe. Around him are 6 dead Charukar. Philippe has a 7th one by the back of the head and just has its face down in a trough. The Charukar is kind of flailing and struggling as bubbles come up. Philippe holds his non-metal hand up to you and just holds a finger up to you for a moment while the thing just kind of struggles and then goes limp in his hand. And then Philippe kind of just lets go and looks back up at you with a look of, where the fuck were you?
Okay, so fair enough, Philippe. Sorry, I thought that maybe something had happened to you, but no, you were happening to something. Okay, that's cool. No problem. She high-fives him and then says, "Do you need any healing?"
You take 1 point in bludgeoning damage from high-fiving the metal hand. Philippe has got some injuries on him, but you're able to. You've got a bit of time to take a bit of time with your medicine, and you patch him up. Right. That's fine.
So, Velda like to go in, just sort of start looking around for clues.
Yeah.
Clues. Starts poking and sifting around.
Search this building. So give me some. I'll take perception checks, or if you've got any other skill that you want to roll, like before, that you think might be relevant. Tell me how y'all gonna do it.
I think just for the moment he's just going to have a look around. He's having a bit of a shufty.
Go for it.
About what's going on.
Perception.
Bubba would like to make a performance check to look around for things. So he's going to do it in quite a theatrical way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't just say the thing you're going to do and then add an adjective that is associated with the skill to explain why it works. That doesn't. Have you got a bardic ability that makes people's skills better by performing? Can you that would be a reasonable use of that skill.
Okay, all right. Well, in that case, just a perception check.
You can write a great song about, you can play the Pink Panther theme behind Velda while he's going around investigating.
That's what I mean. That's what he's basically going to do. Just walk around, just going, and I'm looking, by playing. Some
you can. It
things.
Does nothing to help you. It's still a perception check.
Okay, all right.
But it's very musical.
21 for me, Dan.
And 29 for me. So
a 21 and a 29. Okay. So, Velda, you search around, you get a feeling from looking over it that, there's nothing particularly valuable left in here. I know that's not what you're looking for initially anyway, but it does look like you do notice that the dead people in here, have been dead for a while and have had their valuables taken from them. There's no purses. Okay. You find some fingers cut off, you reckon to take rings off. They've been fairly extensively looted. And you also reckon that they probably weren't killed by the Charukar. It looks like they've been dead for longer than that. You wonder if maybe the Charukar stumbled upon this place once they were already dead.
Yes. Foxman suspected this. I think
still got a plot to this.
Yeah. I think Yes, I think that whoever we're tracking, we've got Karagor, came to this place, killed everyone, and these are midi carrion searchers. Yeah, I'll let Bubba see what he sees, and after that I'm going to do an Arcana check to see if there's any magical residue or anything like that.
Good idea. Bubs, you're searching, you're finding the same sort of things. You find one bottle of very nice Moangi wine underneath the counter that it seems like the looters forgot to find. And as you're doing that, you find over in a corner, you hear a thump coming from a barrel in the corner of the room, like something bumping against the inside of it.
Is it Ica?
Oh my god, callback.
She was in a barrel last time, wasn't she? So
back to season 1.
Yeah. That's how we get back, team. All right, so
We never left.
there's something in this barrel over here. I knock on the barrel and say, hello? Hello?
Wait.
I've already done it. Hello?
Okay, but hold on.
No, I've already done it. It's already happened.
Well, Shania goes around healing people before you do anything else.
Okay.
Well, she has been doing. Can I just say she has been healing people who need healing? Who needs healing?
Yeah, I'll do it with some heals.
I actually managed to escape without an
Does
injury.
anyone? What? No, I got injured.
Oh,
you
did?
did?
I managed to escape without injury.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been a right punch bag.
What
the
about?
last fight we've had.
What, does Fulton need? Fulton needs some, right? Ross isn't listening.
That's the
He doesn't care.
nonchalant fighter thing. Just take a long drag on your face and then look at
Yeah. Literally, Ross just eyeballed drum whilst vaping on his pipe.
Viping on my pipe.
I ain't got time to bleed.
I'm on 72 out of 130. I'm all right for now. I'm over half.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
but
all right.
I'm just going to take this time to heal you. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Good.
I'm okay, but if you want to do your thing,
Yeah, I'm
you
going
do
to
your
patch up what I do, and just let me be useful, okay?
Okay.
Fulton is still bleeding, by the way. He's he hasn't passed out. So he's kind of just like he's just pissing blood out of the side of his head.
I can
while
patch
he's
him up
trying to
and
use
stop
this.
that from happening, right? I can do that with mine.
So you can do any magical healing will just stop it, or you can try and staunch the bleeding first with a medicine check.
Staunch or stem?
I think it's either one.
You can say either. I think staunch generally is if it's more.
Okay,
As if people use it.
I
Could
did
be wrong in that.
I did a medicine check. 38.
38. You manage. So you give Fulton an immediate. You give Fulton an immediate flat check to try and recover from it. Give me a flat check.
Here we
Fulton.
go. Nope, 6.
6. Fulton. You put a bandage on one side of Fulton's head. Blood starts coming out the other side of Fulton's head.
Jesus. All right. I just used some magic on him. Then fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You cast a healing spell.
It feels so warm.
God's sake. Okay, here you go, Shazami. I'll tell you what that is. Let's carry on. Let's go on.
No worries. Yeah, carry on. Tell him what the number is in a minute.
Yep.
You cast the spell and you do. How's Bubba for hit points? Because Bubba normally stays out the fight, but you were right.
I took a few. I'm not crazy bad, but it could do with a heal just in case, if there's one going.
No problem.
Yeah. We can get that going.
If there's something going, I'll take it.
So Shania does a little bit of healing, and we'll carry it. We'll say that gets done.
Yeah. Before the knocking. Yeah.
We'll roll on before the knocking, and then you knock on the barrel. The barrel knocks back. There's like a boom, boom.
I do that thing where you go.
Shaving a haircut.
Yeah. There we go.
The barrel goes quiet.
Hello in there.
The barrel does not reply to you.
Can I detect magic?
Yes, you can detect magic, and let's get that Arcana check from
Yeah.
Velvet as well,
That's kind of what I'm doing anyway. So 23.
23.
Wasn't stellar.
There is a faint bit of magic coming from the barrel, And Velda, there is something familiar about this type of magic to you. You feel like it's a kind of magic that you use and have used recently that is in effect in this. So it's something in your repertoire.
Yeah, something.
There, but that roll's not quite enough to know exactly what.
Foxman, what is it?
Well, I don't know. It's very familiar. It's definitely a school that I'm familiar with. I think we should look in the barrel.
You think we should open it?
Yes.
All right. I might just have a weapon on me just in case.
Yes, as you like, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you have my axe.
I've got my own axe, really, but, you know.
Oh.
Fulton throws you his axe.
Yeah.
You just collapse under its weight.
Yeah. Bubba tries to throw it back, but it doesn't work. It just kind of like falls over.
Kicks it a little bit,
Yeah.
sliding it across the floor.
MZ's like slipping in blood now. Like just slipping around like he's on a on an ice rink. Yeah. All right. I've got my Banjalele axe in my hand, right, ready to swipe down if anything goes for me. And Bubba opens the barrel.
You open up the barrel. Inside the barrel is a bag, like a Hessian sack that's got something about the size of a big cabbage in it. And you see the sack move slightly and then go quiet.
Is it Liz Truss?
Nice. We don't make current affairs references on this fucking podcast anymore, because even this one's coming out on Monday.
Yeah.
It will still be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Everything's been moving so quickly lately.
That would take some explaining as well. So
Can I refocus and do another Arcana, sort of like focus Arcana check on it? See what it is.
Now you had a look
Now
at it.
specifically looking at the thing. It's better. It's 28.
28. You were absolutely right. This magic does feel familiar as the sack moves again.
Is it another Foxman?
I think it could be another familiar, yes.
Let's kill it.
No.
Well, familiars aren't technically alive, are they? So
No, well, they're not alive, but also they're not inherently evil either. They're just, they serve.
Do you take gin off your head? Because it's really distracting.
no, keep it.
I don't know. I'm quite enjoying it. I've never had a warmer head.
I quite like Foxman.
Yes.
What does he do if he needs to go poopsies?
Familiars don't really
need to go
for poops, do they?
poopsies. Yeah, no, yes, exactly. I didn't really feature that into his design. It seems a bit pointless.
He doesn't go for a poop. Oh my god!
Fulton, roll sanity.
Yeah.
All right, let's open the bag.
All right, Bubba takes out the bag.
Okay. Just before this happens, just to let you know, I did like a mass heal on.
Nice.
So everyone in the room, if you need any, there's 37 hit points back.
Okay, cool.
So
Nice.
just for everyone.
I'm 37. Clerks. So you get the hit points back. Okay, Bubba, you take the bag out, and it sort of starts. It seems to start shaking a little bit, like whatever's inside starts moving around. And you tip it out. You open it and tip it out onto the floor, and thumping onto the wooden floorboards in front of you is a grotesque head that looks like it's made of melted wax. Looks strangely familiar. Like it looks like a. If you had to guess, you'd say it looks like Velda, made by somebody who only vaguely remembers Velda.
Oh my god, it's hideous!
Oh, Velda,
God.
it looks like you.
Wait, I've got an idea.
It doesn't really. It looks like somebody who's made my face in the dark.
It looks just like you.
Let's put that head in where Jin's head is.
No.
So,
Oh no! Why is this happening? Why are we looking at this? What's going on?
hello.
Who are you?
What's your name? Yeah.
The head is stretching out its tongue and trying to drag itself, is like biting onto the floorboards and trying to drag itself along the floorboards with its teeth to get away from you.
Stop that!
Aren't we holding
Stop
it?
that!
You like put a foot on it, and it's like, release me!
Who are you?
I'll put the terrible curse on
What's your name?
I am a powerful wizard.
All right.
What's your name? Yeah, which is
My name is Velda. I am the mightiest of sorcerers, and I will curse you. Get off me. Let me go.
Velda?
How do you know Velda?
Well, it might be there are other Veldas in the world, you know.
Really?
But
I've never met one.
Bolton.
but
I've never met
one
one, mate.
that looks almost exactly like you, but melted.
It doesn't look like
It looks
me.
exactly
look
like
at its
you.
face.
I mean,
It does look really like you,
it
to
does
be
look
fair.
quite a lot like.
It doesn't.
I mean, it's a bit melty. I'm not saying it's a good picture of you, but it's a picture of you nonetheless.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have maybe looked more like me when I was about, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, but no.
Now, Velda, not the Velda we know. Velda, listen here. Right?
Melty Velda.
Are you someone's familiar?
I'm very powerful.
Yeah, yeah, we can see.
You were so powerful, you got put in a barrel in a sack.
That wasn't me. That was somebody else. You're confusing me with someone else.
No, we're not, because we just
No,
did
literally you.
It
Who
was
put
literally
you
you.
in the sack, in the barrel?
You kind of how do you? So at the moment, like Fulton's got just his foot on it to stop it. It's just lying on the floor with the foot, and he's like,
All right, I pick him up and put him on the table, but like on his stump, like so that he's like.
You prop him up against,
Sort of like,
him against a
yeah.
tankard.
Yeah, yeah.
Sort of like
his
Ash in
eyes-
Alien.
As soon as its eyes, it's good from a special effects point of view. This is much easier to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as its eyes fall on Velda, it goes. It is true.
What?
Truly, you are more hideous than I could possibly have imagined.
That comes from you oversized lump of earwax. You're
How does he
fucking
know
hideous.
what Velda looks like when he's
He
got a
wouldn't-
fox on his head?
He wouldn't have any idea what I look like.
Oh yeah, that's true. You look like a massive fox.
Yes, that's right. All right, Jin, get down. Now look here. Who do you serve?
It is true, you're more hideous.
I'm this close to fireballing you into the next dimension, all right?
I will tell you nothing. I would never give up my master. All of you know, all familiars are entirely loyal.
Who put
What
you
if
in a
we
sack?
give you money?
How much money?
It's exactly like you, Velda.
Or maybe we can give you like some legs and arms, and you can go about your business instead of.
10
Absolutely
gold
not.
pieces.
Wow.
10? You're going to give this thing 10 gold pieces?
10 gold pieces. What's
Yeah.
it going to do? It hasn't got any fucking pockets.
It's like a Pez dispenser. You put it in his mouth, and it like.
What's he going to spend it on? A hat?
Yeah, hats,
I'll give him a hat.
haircuts,
Hats.
different coloured
there's so
contact
many-
lenses.
It's your money. You do what you want with it. Right, he'll give you 10 gold pieces if you tell us who your master is.
10 gold pieces. And a body? You said you'd give me a body?
It's either 10
you're
gold
not
pieces
getting a
or
body.
the body.
Yeah,
Which one?
yeah. You have to make the
with
choice.
arms and legs. Think of the things I could do if I had a body.
You could walk.
You could use this one, and he points to the one that I cut like the head off of. You could be.
A mape body. I could finally learn to dance. Who are you? Who are you terrible people that come here?
Now, we asked the
No,
question.
we're asking the questions.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I was assaulted by a brutal fellow who shoved me in a bag.
What was his name?
His name was Karagor one thing.
Oh.
Knew it.
And he handled me with the proficiency of a man who has put many a man in bags.
He loves doing that. doesn't he?
He
does
does.
love
Yes,
doing
that's
that.
classic.
Where,
that one, yeah.
where was he going?
I know, like I was right next to the barrel anyway. He actually went across the room to get the bag. It was out of his way, but he felt he had to involve it.
Well, you are quite annoying, so he may just wanted you to shut up and put you in a bag.
Yeah, I was biting his testicle at the time.
Okay, look. So, where was he going?
They'll never get him. They've taken him, and they'll only be back to rescue me.
Okay, who has taken him? Who?
My master.
Do you want these 10 gold pieces or what?
Yeah, all right, I'm getting to it. I'm going to buy one of those little hats with a propeller on it and fly around menacing people.
Don't get distracted. So your master,
sorry.
right?
It's really hard to focus.
I know, yeah.
My mind's all over the place, which is weird because it's the only organ I've got. Sorry, what was the question?
Shania grabs him by the face and picks him up, looks him right in the eyes, and says, "Who is your master?"
Take your hand off.
Under your hand.
She takes her hand off his mouth, sighing.
The Hound of Hell.
Whose name is?
Well, that clears things up.
Is that his name?
They're the most ferocious group of monsters in the world. The bear who did it for blood. The vampire who did it for gold. The leech who did it for knowledge. And the skeleton who, just sort of did it for the funds. He's just that kind of guy. And my master, the ferocious hound, the slayer of many, the maleficent Basco Mops.
Basco Mops?
Who the fuck?
And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh! Very nice.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
Oh, that guy.
Bonjour. Où est le chat? Le chat, c'est dans le jardin avec Libby Abnet. Qu'est-ce que c'est la Libby Abnet? Libby Abnet, c'est le Dangerling of the Week. Dangerling of the Week. C'est super cool. If you would like to get your name on the end of the show and be the Dangerling of the Week, go to patreon.com/DungeonClub Podcast and we will read your name on the show. Merci, Libby Abnet. Merci tout le monde. Au revoir.